Hey everybody, happy Comic-Con weekend, and today we're going to be talking about Marvel's official announcement on Marvel Phase 4 of films, and they've released a batch of them, like a ton of new stuff coming up in Phase 4. So let's go ahead and take a look at this picture right here. And here is the official slate of movies that's going to be coming out in the next couple of years. Really exciting stuff. Some of the things that we already saw coming, of course, and then obviously some surprises. So as you can see here on this big old screen, it says here that we're going to be getting Black Widow May 1st, 2020. Then on the fall of 2020, we're going to be getting the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's going to be coming up in the Disney Plus streaming service. Of course, we all saw that coming. That announcement was made earlier this year as part of Phase 4 because it does count. It is going to be a part of the Marvel Studios continuity because as of recent and before, Marvel Television hasn't been receiving the proper treatment in terms of continuity with the films, and it just kind of felt like it's separate things. So now they're going to be more connected than ever, and characters, or should I say actors, are going to be reprising these roles for the streaming service, and that's awesome to know. Coming up next is the, of course, obvious Eternals that we've been hearing about lately, featuring Angelina Jolie, who's going to be starring in this film, and that's really exciting to hear as well. And then February 12, 2021, it's going to be kicking off with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Basically, we're going to be getting the Mandarin confirmed. It kind of sucks that we didn't get him to appear in any of the Iron Man films, with the exception of that Ben Kingsley guy who played the Mandarin, so-called a fake one, until it was revealed in a bonus clip that he does exist within this universe. So it's cool that we're going to be exploring China in the Marvel Studios, and I cannot wait for that as well. And then, of course, back to the streaming service for Disney, we're getting WandaVision. Now, we've had known some time that this was coming, and we have figured out the title, and it's loosely based off some of the comics, but that's going to be the Disney Plus streaming services, and I'm totally going to sign up for that once that's launched, I think earlier next year, if I'm not mistaken. And then what I'm highly anticipating is, of course, the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. He's one of my favorite characters. Love the character of Doctor Strange. And of course, this movie is obviously going to bring a lot of opportunities to explore other characters that we haven't even explored yet in the Marvel Studios, such as Fantastic Four and the X-Men. So I think this movie might be the actual key, or the connective tissue to find these characters and to bring them home. And then again, with the Disney streaming service, we're going to be getting Loki, a highly anticipated show. It's going to be about 6 to 8 episodes, and it should be taking place right after the fact that Loki has disappeared from the beginning of Thor, where he presumably died, and he took off with the Tesseract, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're getting Marvel's What If, which is a very popular comic series in the comics. What if storylines basically are, what if certain characters did this in a certain timeline that we know of? And basically we're going to be getting the same actors reprising their roles in these what if shorts, and that's really exciting to hear. And then mostly Phase 4 is going to be focusing a lot on the Disney streaming services, because we're also getting Hawkeye, which of course has been confirmed. And like I did a video earlier this year talking about the Hawkeye series, where Clint Barton is already officially retired and training his daughter to become the next Hawkeye. So that's going to be exciting to see. And of course, in my last few videos, I talked about Thor 4 being directed and written by Taika Waititi, and that's awesome. And the official title to that movie is going to be Thor, Love and Thunder. Very, very interesting title, and very excited for that. And I'm actually pulling this off from a screen cap that was on the Verge website, so I got to give credit to that. So as it says here, like I said before, I listed the Phase 4 slates of the Marvel unveiled includes the following: Black Widow, you'll see the dates there, so I'm not going to put the dates. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is coming out fall 2020. The Eternals, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, WandaVision, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Thor, Love and Thunder. Feige made a surprise announcement at the end saying that he didn't have time to address where the Fantastic Four or the X-Men would end up in the franchise, but that one additional project will be Blade, which will feature Mahershala Ali. And if you're very familiar with that name, and you are right to know that Mahershala Ali also played Cottonmouth on Netflix's Marvel's Luke Cage, and he was fantastic as the character of Cottonmouth. And I'm excited that he got the role of Blade, and I wonder where Marvel Studios is going to take him, in what sort of direction. Could this possibly be Marvel Studios' first R-rated film? We're going to have to find out, because Blade is a really tough character, and his content is right there with the adult level. So this could be Marvel's first official R-rated film, and Disney themselves aren't really strangers to R-rated films, as they do own properties that do produce R-rated films, like Regency, for example, and so on and so forth. And then the next phase includes a mix of sequels like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, directed by Scott Derrickson, which is described as the MCU's first horror film, and that's going to be really awesome. That's twisting, like that's different. We need something different. Marvel's obviously taking different directions and exploring weird paths of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I can't wait for it to get even weirder moving forward on. You let me know your thoughts, guys. And moving on, I know it's going to be a little bit longer, but I need to address all these films because we got more details on the rest of the slated films that are coming out in Marvel Studios. And it says here that Thor: Love and Thunder, the fourth movie in the franchise, will be directed, of course, by Thor Ragnarok's director Taika Waititi. Unlike the last several Marvel movies, however, Natalie Portman will play Thor this time around. So it seems like Natalie Portman does want to come back to play a character. And if you don't know or read any Thor comics, there was a time where Jane Foster did take over the mantle of Thor. And of course, her character ended up having cancer and she died. But that's pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to Natalie Portman reprising her role as Thor. That's going to be exciting. So we're going to be having a female Thor. I can't wait for that. And then there's at least one prequel, Black Widow, starring Scarlett Johansson in the role. And this is a role that she's been fighting to have for years, to have at least a titular role, to be the main character of her movie, and she's getting what she wants, and that's exciting. And Rachel Weisz, and who's a really popular actress, is going to be in the movie, and it's going to be co-starring David Harbour, who was also Hellboy earlier this year, but it didn't do so well. And I'm definitely looking forward to these movies. A lot of cool actors coming forward into the Marvel Studios. And other films will feature several new heroes like the Eternals and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, neither Shang-Chi or the Eternals are household names, but I'm pretty sure that Marvel's looking to popularize these characters after their release and their debut in the Marvel Studios. And that's going to be really cool. And it's going to pretty much give that mainstream appeal, just like Guardians of the Galaxy did when it came out back in 2014. So the Eternals centers on a group of beings known as Eternals who use their advanced skills to protect humans in the future. The comic book series, it was created by creator Jack Kirby, and it was one of the many things that we are actively beginning to have creative discussions. So that's what Kevin Feige said when he was talking to Slash Films. And I'm reading this based off the article online right now, so this is kind of like last minute. I'm sorry, I'm uploading kind of late, but I kind of figured I discussed this with you because this is very important, of course, for this channel, and you guys should be updated on all this kind of stuff. So you let me know your thoughts on this slate of film coming out in the next few following years, 2020, 2021, 2022. Are you excited for the Disney streaming service that's going to be coming out? Are you excited for the next few batch of films that's going to be coming out from Marvel Studios? You let me know your thoughts. Which films are you mostly looking forward to? What are your thoughts about Natalie Portman reprising her role, at least as Jane Foster Thor? She's going to be playing Thor. That's going to be really exciting. And of course, what do you think about the next Doctor Strange movie? Would this open some doors into like bringing other characters from a different multiverse, like the X-Men and Fantastic Four? And if that's not going to be the case, then how do you think that they're going to be making their way to the Marvel Cinematic Universe? You let me know your thoughts, guys. There's so many questions, and I wish I could stream this, but I think I'm going to be able to start streaming in about a few days again. So you let me know your thoughts again. Comment down below. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's go crazy. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Click on that bell notification so y'all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.